How much of your personality is stress? When chronic pressure becomes a baseline, we often mistake our coping mechanisms for our personality traits. Everything feels like a deadline, even on a Sunday morning. The inability to sit still without feeling productive, that is a telltale sign. Compulsive checking of notifications as a reflex, not a need. Feeling a phantom buzz when your phone isn't even near you. The what's next syndrome. Never being able to finish one thing before worrying about the next task. Turning casual conversations into efficiency-focused action plans. Optimizing your commute down to the last second. What about the physical inability to wait for a slow elevator without a level of internal rage? Being the reliable one because you're too anxious to say no. Interrupting others because you're mentally 3 steps ahead. Using busy as a status symbol or a shield against intimacy. Apologizing for things that aren't your fault to avoid potential conflict. Over-explaining your actions to prevent being misunderstood. And we all might be doing a little bit of rehearsing conversations in our head to minimize potential risk. And do we also have a tendency to vent dump the moment you see a safe person? As well as the doom loop, spinning on a mistake from 3 years ago at 2 a.m. in the morning. We all develop a level of decision fatigue. Making the choice of what's for dinner feels like a crisis at that point. Brain fog that you've labeled as just getting older. We are living in this hyper vigilance, always scanning for what could go wrong. And this manifests into the sigh, that heavy, unconscious exhale of pent-up pressure. We lighten up the mood by the constant self-deprecating jokes about your lack of sleep, valuing toughness over wellness, and then judging others for their own healthy boundaries. We need to stop glorifying the all-nighters, finding self-care stressful because it's another thing to fail at, and using sarcasm to mask everything, but also genuine overwhelm. Realizing you don't know who you are without a problem to solve, and a level of discomfort in a quiet room. So where do we go from here? How do we begin a path of separation? We have to accept that done is better than perfect. Watching the stressed version of yourself from a distance and finding the person underneath all of that pressure and realizing that we're actually doing just fine.